what is good directing? It's actually a surprisingly difficult question to answer. And Christopher Nolan is probably one of the most famous directors right now. But what exactly makes him good? Is it something like this? I actually don't think any of those scenes are the best examples of his style. I think it's this one.
To them, you're just a freak. Like me. They need you right now. When they don't, they'll cast you out.
Good directing isn't about making beautiful shots. It's about visual storytelling. I think this scene is one of the clearest examples of that. And today we're going to break it down, and you will see what makes Christopher Nolan's directing so memorable.
Evening, Commissioner.
The scene is essentially divided into 3 parts. I think most people have heard of the 3-act structure, but what does it have to do with a single scene? After all, we're not analyzing the entire movie. Well, I actually think that every important scene is basically a short film inside a film. It has its own beginning, its own turning points, and its whole climax, and because of that, it often follows the exact same dramatic structure as the movie itself. You'll see what I mean. The first part is the introduction, and right away Nolan establishes the world of the scene. The room is almost completely dark, and the only person who seems comfortable in the darkness is, of course, the Joker. To him, the police are completely predictable.
Me? I was right here. Who did you leave him with? Your people?
As they talk, Nolan slowly pushes the camera closer to both characters. It's a very simple move, but it makes the conversation feel increasingly uncomfortable, almost as if Joker's words are getting under Gordon's skin, because he knows that the Joker is right.
Does it make you feel responsible for Harvey Dent's current predicament? Where is he?
And right after we're done with Act 1, the lights come on, Joker suddenly has nowhere to hide, and this is basically the inciting incident that pushes us into the second part of the scene. When Batman replaces Gordon, something interesting happens. Without getting into boring theory, once a conversation begins, directors usually keep each character on the same side of the frame, so the audience always knows where everyone is. That's because one of the most fundamental rules of cinematography, the 180-degree rule.
I wanted to see what you'd do. And you didn't disappoint.
Now, instead of keeping the camera exactly where it was, Nolan crosses the 180, placing Batman on the opposite side of the frame. We're crossing the line not only physically, but ideologically, because Batman is not the police.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. He can't feel the neck. See?
But look at what Nolan does next. Instead of staying on this side, where Joker is now on the right and Batman is on the left, we almost immediately cross the 180 again.
You let 5 people die. Then you let Dent take your place. Even to a guy like me, that's cold.
Where's Dent?
Those mob fools want you gone so they can get back to the way things were.
Okay, hear me out, because I think this is more important than it might sound. If we simplify the conversation to its core, Batman's position is basically, you and I are nothing alike. Joker's is, you and I are exactly the same.
I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping off mob dealers? No. You complete me.
You're garbage. You kills for money.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be.
And by crossing the 180 again, Nolan, as a director, quietly reinforces Joker's argument. because Batman literally appears where Joker used to be.
To them, you're just a freak. Like me.
Now, if Nolan had simply stayed on one side of the entire conversation, the scene still would have worked. But this tiny visual decision suddenly suggests that, at least at this point of the movie, Joker might actually be right.
See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
And this brings us to the moment where the situation starts escalating and Batman decides to use physical force.
You have all these rules and you think they'll save you.
Oh, hello, camera. Batman gives up and turns to violence because, at this point, he's completely powerless against Joker's chaos. Joker isn't just refusing to answer his questions, he's challenging Batman's entire worldview. Even though Gordon says,
He's in control.
we know that Batman is losing. And I don't think that just because of the dialogue. Visually, Nolan has been quietly preparing us for this realization throughout the entire scene. So when Joker finally reveals that not only Dent, but also Rachel has been kidnapped.
You know, for a while there, I thought you really were a Dent. The way you threw yourself after her.
That becomes the second major turning point of the scene. It leads us directly into the climax, where Batman closes the door and basically starts torturing Joker. And here's the paradox. Even though Batman has every physical advantage imaginable, and Nolan constantly reinforces that through the blocking, the camera angles, and the amount of space Batman occupies in the frame, he still loses. Because time is working against him, and Rachel's fate has already been decided.
You have nothing to threaten me with.
And from this point on, the action starts winding down, Joker gives Batman the addresses, the interrogation is over, and Batman rushes to save Rachel. I think what's interesting is that, at this point, the scene has already told us how this is going to end. If you look at the way it's written, directed, and edited, this isn't the story of a hero who wins, it's a story of a hero who loses. From now, we know that Rachel will die because in this scene, Joker was in control of Batman. You can have all kinds of opinions about The Dark Knight, and maybe you don't even like Christopher Nolan's films, but I think scenes like this show what great directing actually looks like. We almost never notice it while we're watching a movie, we just feel it.
I want my phone call.